Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Dump off, caught by the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here. I have the sense they wanted a little bit more of that pitching catch.
Pass caught, second down now. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. And left with no option, he just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender is right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that third down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. Throwing here to start the drive. Now taking a shot on the very first play. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. The quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Banks. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Aggies bring their punt team onto the field.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the offense calls a timeout here as their first of the half. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Gets made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to protect the Michigan State quarterback and give him time to make an accurate throw for the first down. And boy, over the years, especially recently, they've had great quarterback play. Connor Cook, 3 years of starting, outstanding performances.
Catch made wide open way downfield. Touchdown, Sparty. It was a foot race and he won it.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. The return man decides to signal fair catch. Drive here. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, he shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. He bring it down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain. Yeah, he's come to the line to run the hurry up.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure. Did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert. And listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive. You're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. They're going to throw the football. And as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And that's a solid gain before the defense had to bring it down.
Tackle is made at the 42. Third down coming up.
This is the 6th play on the drive. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking right, this one caught. They got it, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Running back with the football. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Get set.
The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
He's brought down at the 13-yard line. 2nd down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they get him down to wrap up the 1st period of play.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Michigan State 7, Texas A&M 0.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Quick pass, the catch is made. Touchdown, Aggies. This quarterback on fire today. That kind of execution, a long drive. That's why this team made it in college football play.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? quarterback, escapes the pocket, and takes off. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
And the whole key on four verts is being able to give the quarterback enough time to assess the defense. Because once he's got his receivers downfield, if he has time to make that throw, you're going to come up with some big gains.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The Spartans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Receiver in motion now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him short behind the game.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. They've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, the offense rolls the dice with its play call here on fourth down, and the defense rolls the dice as well by bringing the kitchen sink. Demolish the quarterback that time on the blitz.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Trying to extend the play. And he's got his man open downfield. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Boy, great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. Great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Boy, they've had some great ones over the years.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
State offense is back out on the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He's a wide-open receiver, complete.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And the Spartans with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Brings up 2nd down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. He'll ride the back again here. Tackle made after just a short game.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He finds his man. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
Man, I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain the drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
The ball with a fair catch here. Texas A&M offense back on the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. Chip shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, A&M. Strong game by this quarterback. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And not score the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now they look up to see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And the returner is brought down. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. He hands it off from the gun. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Michigan State.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Texas A&M.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there. What will be the final play of the quarter. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Spartans will kick this away to begin the second half. That one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Send the back in motion. And we get the second half started with the running play. That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29-yard.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They'll run the option. And the back gets the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Spartans. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. The takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows them what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
On first down, it's play action. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incompletion sets up a second down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 40. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. Well, a huge chunk play in the grab, but they were so backed up, it still doesn't result in a first down, if you can believe it.
Yeah, anytime you see a run like that, it's almost a given you're going to get a first down, but nonetheless, it's still a huge gain for this offense.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, the very first play. They'll run it. Handed off to the running back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Loss of 4. Second down coming up.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. First down, keep the drive going to the 37.
I like the call here by the offensive coordinator. After the interception on the previous drive, you get your quarterback a nice, easy throw, something underneath. Try to get him back into rhythm. Let's see what he can do from here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Grab down the middle. It's Banks. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Sparty. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Now, let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Michigan State, 31, Texas A&M.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. Taken over the 41. That's a nice gain getting closer to midfield. The Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. The sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down.
Boy, great job up front by this Spartan defensive line. And of course, that's one thing. Going all the way back to George Perlis and going to guys like Nick Saban when he was the head coach of Michigan State. Always been physical and played tenacious defensive football, led by that defensive line.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
This is why they're in the play, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball. When you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. The linebacker shifting around now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the right side. Finding some room at the 25. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening them. Spot the ball at the 22. The offense really clicking here.
Boy, nice drag route here. I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Finds an open target to the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Banks. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Now the Aggies trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Well, they test the middle there and get nothing. Offense facing 2nd and goal. tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down, sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan State 31, Texas A&M 14.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, the call was sort of predictable, but that tight end was just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow him to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the fair catch, signal for and taken. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. They got him. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover for those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last position. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The Aggies looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That's a crucial score for it. Makes it a 1-possession game that makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
The returner decides to fair catch this. And Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together in this drive. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
First down and 10. Single back takes the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down and distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Oh, it's a reverse. Tackle, but first down.
This is a nice job of the receiver picking up the first down on a decent game. The defense is happy it didn't go for more. Expect them to lock down these playmakers because you never know who's going to get the ball next.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. They can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Gets made on the right side, but he's tackled behind the line.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
The Spartans will bring their one team onto the field. They'll kick it away here. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The shotgun handoff here. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Important 2nd down play coming up.
Get set, get set.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Receiver makes the grab. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. Well, hurry to the line here. The clock running. Quarterback checks the defensive look. Makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Linebacker shifting around now. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a third down play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up the first down. And the Aggies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, A&M, to take the lead in the final minute.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead.
They'll try to add the lead now for PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 in the final quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up to preserve this lead. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. It's an out route. The catch made. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Oh, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts. You stop the clock. The offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
Heads out of bounds after running for the first down and keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Quarterback looking to scramble. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass here on second down. He pulls in the catch. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
And the Spartans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it. Makes the catch downfield. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll tell you what. This guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
First down. Looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. He's got some room. Can he get there? Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock.
Timeout, Michigan State.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Touchdown, Michigan State, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
Point after, up and good.
Michigan State, 38. Texas A&M, 35.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Here's the fair catch by the return man. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Michigan State.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. I'm so impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.